Hey Jude, don't make it bad. I take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, and then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hate you, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, and then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're watching for someone to perform it. Don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you'll do the movement you need is on your shoulder. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin, and then you begin to make it better. Better, 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 better. Wow!
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. If there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Ooh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she does, ooh, she does. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that have no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. time that she really dug me. Ooh, she dug me. She dug me good. I guess nobody ever really dug me like she dug me. She dug me good. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw a film today of war. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look. Having read the book, I'd love to turn you on. Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat. Made the bus seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Field. Nothing is real, and nothing to get on about. Strawberry fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Field. Nothing is real, and nothing to get on the bar. Strawberry fields forever. No one I think is in my tree. I mean, it must be higher love. That is, you can, you know, turn in, but it's alright. That is, I think it's not too bad. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Field. Nothing is real, and nothing to get on the bar. Strawberry fields forever. Always know, sometimes I think it's me, but you know I know it's not a dream. I think I know, I mean, yes, but it's all wrong. That is, I think I disagree. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Field. Nothing is real, and nothing to get on the bar. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever.
Thanks, Mum. Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs. Every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a multi-car. The little children have an end behind his back, and the banker never was a Mac in the pouring rain. And it's strange, Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban sky lies it empty. Back in Penny Lane, there's a fireman on an hourglass. this fire engine clean. It's a clean machine. Shelter in the middle of the roundabout, a pretty necessary puppies for trade. Though she feels as if she's in a play, she is anyway. Penny Lane, all the shades of the customer. We see the bankers have been waiting for trim. Then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban sky lies it up in wild. And Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. I don't think he can hear you.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in a smile she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know, I don't know. You stick around, now it may show. I don't know, I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me wanna leave her now. You know I'm leaving how.
Hey, Mike Massey here. Thanks for watching my new video, Something. It's a beautiful song, and it also happens to be the title track of my new CD, which is available pretty much right now. The CD features full band arrangements of 12 classic songs, including such favorites as Rocket Man, The Sound of Silence, and of course, Africa. The CD was recorded at Peter Frampton's studio in Nashville, and the band was made up of world-class studio musicians, including David Hungate, the original bass player for Toto, who played on Africa. So yes, I have Toto's bass player playing on my version of Africa, which is pretty cool. It also features guest appearances by Jeff Hall and Phil Wormdahl, both of whom you know from my YouTube channel. My CD is available at my online store at louder.fm. You can buy it right here. And it's also available on iTunes and other online retailers. I will also be making physical copies available to purchase through cdbaby.com. So don't forget to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, you can keep up with me on my website, mikemassey.com. Thanks again. Bye.
Here Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Thanks. Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all her words of kindness linger on when she no longer needs you. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time and doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs you, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears, cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says her love is dead. You think she needs you. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears, cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You stay home, she goes out. She says that long ago she knew someone, but now he's gone, she doesn't need him. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things she said will fill your head. You won't forget her, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears, cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, greet the brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, open up your eyes. Dear Prudence, see the sunny skies. The wind is low, the birds are sing, with you a part of everything, dear Prudence. Won't you open up your eyes? Look around, round, 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 round. Look around, round, 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 round. Look around. Dear Prudence, let me see you smile. Dear Prudence, like a little child. The clouds will be a daisy chain, so let me see you smile again, dear Prudence. Won't you let me see you smile? Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, greet the brand new day. The sun is up, sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play?
Thank you.
Once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I woke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good, Norwegian wood? Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought you liked it. Anything by them. Nice shirt. Thank you.
You say you will love me if I have to go. You'll be thinking of me. Somehow I will know. Someday when I'm lonely, wishing you were so far away, then I will remember things we said today. You say you'll be mine, girl, till the end of time. These days such a kind girl seems so hard to find. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today. Me, I'm just a lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love, though we may be blind. Love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today. Me, I'm just a lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love, though we may be blind. Love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, and we will remember things we said today. No, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. 'Cause I told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. I love you so well, I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. Oh, 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 oh. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I thought that you would realize that if I ran away from you, that you would want me to. But I've got a big surprise. Oh, 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 you could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I wanna go, but I hate to leave you. You know I hate to leave you. Oh, 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 you. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. And one day his woman ran off with another guy, hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that, he said, I'm gonna get that boy. So one day he walked into town, booked himself a room in the local saloon. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Rocky had come equipped with a gun to shoot off the legs of his rival. His rival, it seems, had broken his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill, she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy. Now she and her man, who called himself Dan, were in the next room at the hoedown. Rocky burst in and gritty a grin. He said, Danny boy, this is a showdown. But Daniel was hot, and he drew first and shot. Rocky collapsed in the corner. Da 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 da. Stinking of gin, proceeded to lie on the table. He said, Rocky, you met your match. And Rocky said, Doc, it's only a scratch. And I'll be better, Doc, as soon as I am able. Now Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Gideon checked out, and he left it, no doubt, to help with good Rocky's revival. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but I believe there's something so meant to be, and that you make a better me. Every day I love you. I never thought that dreams come true, but you saw me that day too. You know that I learned something new. Every day I love you. 'Cause I believe that destiny is out of our control, and you never leave until you love with all your heart and soul. It's a touch when I feel bad, it's a smile when I get mad. All the little things I am. Every day I love you. Cause I believe that destiny is out of our control, and you never leave until you love with all your heart and soul. If I ask, would you say yes? Together we're the very best. I know that I am truly blessed. Every day I love you, and I give you my best. Every day I love you.